as shit. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
You know, one thing that vexes me as a black man is when people from the black community use the things that we might do amongst each other or the issues that we deal with within our community and use it for coverings of what white people do to our community, as far as racism, as far as injustice crimes, as far as discrimination, and so on and so on. And you know, I just got done watching Fearless 2005, I believe that's a screen, not a screen name, his channel. You know, good brother on here speaks about a lot of things that we deal with within our community. You guys haven't checked him out, go check him out. And he just made a recent video called "Typical Black Man." And you know, when we make those type of generalizations towards people within our community, I think we have to be very careful with the things that we say, because a lot of times the things that we say and the things that we deal with within our community is used against us. Now, let's just take that title for example, typical black man. Well, what do we define a typical black man? Are we talking about, you know, the black man that, you know, might have, you know, more baggier jeans, the black man that's on the corner, the black man that's so-called shooting up everybody in his community, the black man with the fitted cap on? What is a typical black man? And you know, what we do, and a lot of times we don't realize it, is that when we make generalizations on our people, whether it's from the black man or towards the black woman, what we do, we have white people who listen to our videos. A lot of times you don't think white people are listening to these videos, but it's a lot of them that are. And we justify their mindset and the things that they say about our people. Now, you know, Brother Fearless mentioned, you know, about, you know, single parenting, and he mentioned Rashida McBride, the young sister that just got shot in the back of the head because she went to a white man's door and asked for help after her car accident. And he mentioned that, you know, if she had, you know, a father in her life that was teaching, I guess, right from wrong, then basically his whole logic was, if the fathers were in the homes and, you know, our black communities are within our families, it wouldn't make white people afraid of us. It wouldn't, what's the word I'm looking for? It wouldn't make white people fearless to the point where they feel like they have to kill us on sight. And you know, I think that's a very uneducated thing to say. You know, I like Brother Fearless, but you know, it was a lot of things. It was something that I agreed with in his video, and then there were things that I totally disagreed with. And you know, I wrote on this his video that, you know, I disagree with him because Renisha McBride, her death had nothing to do with a father being in a home. This was a young lady, I believe she was 19 years old, she was grown, got into a car accident. You know, a lot of times when you get into a car accident, your phone might break, you know, you might be dead. Anything can happen when you have a car accident. It's unpredictable. You don't know exactly what's going to happen to you or the vehicle or the belongings that is inside the car. So she gets out of the car like any human being. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Hispanic, green, or purple. She gets out to try to go find some help because apparently her phone was either dead or it was out of commission at the time. And somebody turns around and blows in the back of the head. Now, this has nothing to do with a father being in the home. And, you know, one thing I have a problem with is black people who might have grew up in, you know, a two-parent household, or, you know, living middle class now, or maybe you had a single-parent household, but you still lived in middle class. A lot of times people that grew up with a single-parent, a two-parent household environment, they like to make a lot of judgment towards families that have single parent housing or single parents in the home. And like I said before in my videos, I grew up in a single parent household, and statistically, or like the mindset of a lot of our blacks out here, I'm supposed to be gay, I'm supposed to be locked up, I'm supposed to be uneducated, I'm supposed to be out here shooting up people in the streets, and I'm none of that. So I've beaten the so-called odds of coming out of a single parent household. I was able to get educated and get to college and have a stable career and conduct myself as a man in the world. But a lot of times we have people who don't really understand the ins and outs and ends of what goes into a single parent household, and how there's different things. Even as a black person, whether you a middle class black or a lower class, but there's things that a lower class black has to deal with in a single parent household that middle class people who never experienced that type of environment will never understand. And I think it's a little unsensitive and a little judgmental to say certain things about single parent houses if you've never been in that type of condition, or you never had to see your mother or your father try to pay bills, or feed more than one mouth, or doing everything and holding everything down as a single parent. You're just someone looking in from out. You haven't been in that situation. And although we can determine things and we can understand what a lot of the situations are, looking from the outside into that situation, at the same time you don't fully know everything that goes on, everything that single parents or those kids in that type of condition experience. So I think that there's a certain limitation that you have towards making certain judgment. And I just think it's wrong when we use things that go on within our community to give white folks cover. Whether it's things that they say towards us, or it's justifying why they shoot down 17-year-old boys like Trayvon Martin, or shoot 19-year-old black women in the back of the head like Renisha McBride, and so on and so on. I think that's a very dangerous thing to do in our community, and I think we have to be very wise and very mindful of the things that we come out and we speak about. Because when you come out here and you defend things that white folks do, but then when it comes to things that go on within your community, you're more or less, black folks need to stop doing this, stop doing this, stop doing that. You're more or less, I will say, preaching and coming down with a hard iron fist on the black community. But when it comes to those outside of our community, they get a pass. It's understandable because, hey, look, we got black young men in Chicago killing each other at an alarming rate. We got LA gangs. We got black folks saying this about each other. So it's justifiable for what white people do to us, and I think that's complete bullshit. And this is not a video towards Brother Fearless. I'm just speaking in general. I just want to use his video as an example, because these are the type of things that contribute to white folks getting covered in this country. And I think it's very important that we pick our words wisely. But like I said before, it's time for us to stop going against each other and start looking at the outside things that are coming against us. And I made about 3-4 videos on this because it is something that bothers me, and it's something that vexes me to the core. Because I don't understand how we have brothers and sisters out here downgrading each other and talking about each other. Yes, we have issues in our community, but why is it that we go full force on each other, but we give other people outside of our community cover, and we justify the things that they do to us? I don't understand that. But you guys can give me your feedback. But I just think this is something that needs to change, and we really got to start coming together, man. Stop talking about the damn weeds. Stop downgrading brothers out here. Stop calling each other nigga. Stop justifying what white folks do to us that's in the wrong. Because at the end of the day, what happens that you guys get your nigga mom or something happen to you, and then you want to cry wolf and you want to talk about racism and discrimination. Let's stop just caring about ourselves and let's start caring about our community. But I'm out.